Alrighty. God damn it. And we are all set. So, welcome back, y'all. Shit, why is the fucking leash everywhere now? I use it for one stream, and suddenly it insists it has to be the center of attention for every single stream now. But anyways, welcome everybody back to Salvus Aries. Yet another wonderful visual novel demo from the Fall in Love Festival that I was not able to finish. And in this one, we were besties with a tyrant king and kind of helped him do a lot of shitty things to a lot of shitty people and then took the blame for him, which resulted in us getting... Then we just kind of chilled in limbo for like a few 100 years. And when we were finally pulled out of limbo, it was so we could become a Grim Reaper. And we were greeted with like a bunch of other Reapers and some demons and some angels. And we're kind of like incredibly ignorant of the world around us and just let ourselves be kidnapped for sales schemes. And yeah, so we are heading into this. And also because I follow the devs over on Twitter, I'm learning there are a bunch of other characters that are like kind of hot as fuck. We haven't even met yet, so this game is gonna be fucking wild. But anyways, without further ado, we are gonna load up our game. God, from the 28th of September? This is on September 28th? It's been like a fucking month since I last played. What in the goddamn hell? Time moves so quickly. It is absolutely insane. I swear. Anyways, God, I forgot how sassy she looks. Like, we're fucking slaying. In the blink of an eye, a week had already passed. My training alternated between each of the Reapers. I would train in the morning, go to lunch with some of the guys, or Lilia when they were too busy. In the afternoon, they taught me the process of the reapings, but I had yet to actually witness one. Well, except for Kame tossing that man into hell. It was like an uncomfortable, intrusive thought that forced an unpleasant itch in my throat whenever I recalled it, but one I needed to get used to. And fast, since I'd be going to see my first execution today. Oh, that's a rough girl. Wait, not execution, but, accompaniment to the other side, was it called? How are you feeling?
Fine! Totally fine!
And the voice acting! I can give myself a break. I felt like I had swallowed a net full of butterflies and was struggling to keep them contained in my throat. You sound anything but fine. I can't blame you. The scenery around us is so beautiful, but we had such a sad task ahead of us. I think Valafar could tell I was dragging my feet. Even though he had long strides, he slowed his pace for my sake. Of course, even my stamina was now stronger than ever. It was my heart that lay heavy in my chest. Even in death, it perhaps was my greatest burden. I wanted to be more rational than emotional, but I found I'd wanted to give way to the latter more often. Have you read the file for this case? I have not. Kame said it was particularly tragic, so I was afraid to. Kinda gonna have to get used to it, hun. Considering I had a tragic end myself, I should be a bit more prepared for such matters by now. But I was told our companion today would be a child. Oh, hun. At least there's a decent chance you don't have to drag that one to hell. Unless that kid was literally the spawn of Satan. But there are some things I think one could never be used to. It is a sad tale. Are you sure you don't wish to know now to prepare yourself? He stopped walking and turned fully to face me. Concern, along with pity, was reflected in his eyes, and I couldn't bear to look into them any longer. All right, tell me. He regarded me for a little longer, and began to walk ahead again while speaking. Timmy? Did Timmy fall down the well? Sorry, I know this is supposed to be tragic, but I was not expecting Timmy. Oh my god. Little Timmy grew ill one day. Fuck. I'm a horrible person. His parents are people from a rural area, not well educated, but desperate for their child to grow better. So they handed him to a quack that fed him nothing but water disguised as medicine. Oh, joys. Poor Timmy. Little Timmy died from the well water. No. I gasped, outraged. A rage I had long quelled rose up inside me again. I bit the inside of my cheek and focused on my steps. He was doing this to many families, to patients of all pages. Pages? Ages? How he got away with this, I have no idea. Bribery? I offered this with naught but contempt. Valafar shared a sigh of disgust with me and ran a hand through his hair. Most likely, I'm afraid. The man had lined his pockets well enough. While stealing from helpless families, naturally most of the patients withered away. His entire operation would move from town to town. My jaw clenched tightly as my fingernails dug into the flesh of my palm. I could picture this happening all too clearly in my head. I wish that this tale is beyond belief, but I know better. And did none of the workers say anything? They did not, clearly. How despicable. I suppose they suffered from absolute poverty as well. Therefore, should anything happen to their own, what would happen to me? My family? I suppose that is why it is easy for others to watch someone suffer. I've never been in that position, though, so I have no right to say anything. Still, I just can't imagine letting such an atrocity happen before my eyes. I apologize. This isn't directed towards you.
I do not mind. Although, it should be directed at me.
Oh? He added this so quietly, I figured I wasn't meant to respond. Valafar, how do I approach Timmy? Talk to him gently, and keep him away from wells. Damn. How? Hello? You're dead now? Come with us? I feel dreadful even thinking those words. I feel Aureus would do something like that. Ha! Even he has some tact. I shall be with you the entire time. Do not worry. You have any reservations? Look at me and I shall assist.
Does it ever get easier, telling someone they've passed?
Doubtful. Only when you are taking them to heaven. Is the kid not going to heaven? What did the kid do to not go straight to heaven? He sighed softly, searching for the right words to say, then looked up. I followed his gaze. The sky was as bright and blue as ever. Despite the tragedy that has occurred, nothing marred the beauty around us. Lucky for us, it is a beautiful day. That only makes it sadder. No, he'll have a beautiful departure. He nudged the small of my back gently, and I dragged my feet towards the little mousy-haired boy now in front of us. He couldn't be any older than 9. He looked hale and hearty, though. I suppose the body must be restored in death. Taking a deep breath, I crouched to his level, then tapped his shoulder. With a start, he turned around, but smiled brightly when he noticed me. Hello there, friend. Hi. Who are you? Shit. My name is Lily, and you are? My name is Timothy, but I like it when people call me Timmy. Well, little Timmy, we have a trip to take together. Where are we going? Can I just say heaven outright? I can't, right? It sounds like a scam. Do you like puppies and ponies? Oh, I like devil spawn! Be gone! Where we are going, you can play with lots of them. I know this is meant to be sad, but god damn it. That also sounds like a scam. But it worked. The child brightened up and rocked back and forth on his feet. Really? Of course. I looked at Valafar for confirmation that there would actually be cats, and he nodded. But my parents. His little fists balled up at his sides, and he swallowed. I'm finally back home, but I can't talk to them. Oh, honey. Okay, now I'm sad. His eyes glistened and his voice shook, telltale signs that one was about to break down in tears. Although the one in question might have been me first. Are they ignoring me because they're mad at me for getting sick and causing trouble? Oh, child. He pointed to the distance, where a crying couple huddled together all by themselves. The husband was holding up the wife, who clutched onto his shirt, her fingers twisted into the fabric as she agonized over the loss of her son. Mama! Papa! But of course, they could never hear him again. They're not ignoring you. You didn't cause them trouble. You're just somewhere far away from them. Wanted nothing more than to comfort him. What could I even say? I held out my arms to hug Timmy. While he didn't push me away, he didn't move forward. But I'm right here! He put his little arms around my shoulders, his own small ones shaking, and buried his face into my arm. Hiccups that would only be heard by the three of us broke the peaceful air around us. Daggers scraped against my heart, and I knew this would be a scene I could never forget. We stayed like that for a while, as my mind searched for words to tell him what had happened. It's like a fairy tale. They can't see you anymore, or hear you, or touch you, but you'll meet again one day. You're just on two different sides of the same world. What do you mean? You know, how when people turn to stars when they... Goodness, I couldn't do this. I aimed a pleading gaze towards Valafar when Timmy saved us both from having to say anything more. Oh, I see! I'm dead, aren't I? God damn, Timmy, you're a smart one. His voice was as soft as his footsteps, tiny crunches on the grass as he walked out of my arms and turned around. I stood up and rested a hand on his shoulder. The atmosphere was forlorn. It was as though I had lost my own family for a second time. You're a clever child, Timmy. I remember being really, really tired and hungry. I remember wanting Mama's stew. Then I woke up here. I was waiting for a while, and then Mama and Papa came. I had so much to tell them. I really wanted to get better, but I just got more sleepy every day. I'm a ghost right now, aren't I? Right? Do you think I can haunt the bad man? Oh, honey. Although I did not condone lying, I feel like the situation called for it. I do wish he could do a little haunting, but I don't want him to turn into an evil being. I wonder if I could haunt them in his place. You're not a ghost, Timmy. Just a kind spirit, ready to go to heaven. You can meet your parents again there one day. I looked at Valafar, hoping it was okay to say so. It won't be too long of a wait, Timmy. You can tell them everything again soon. Oh god, what does that mean for the parents? You saying the parents are gonna just, like, up and die soon? I don't want them to come fast. That means they die too, right? I hope they can be happy with my little sisters. I'm really patient. That you are. But do you think I could go take one last look at my mama and papa? Of course. We'll be here waiting for you. I won't take too long. He scurried away, and realized that the grass did not fold under his feet at all. He could never play again. No longer could he enjoy the beauty of the planet, only its grievances. We should leave him be for a while. Let him make his final farewells and be at peace. He is a strong child. He is. Stronger than I am. Are you alright? Do you need to return home? I can make it. I'm sorry for bringing you here nonetheless. Thank you for coming. This would have been difficult without you. His hand shook a little, but he placed a broad hand on my head, and I welcomed the warmth. His strokes were gentle against my hair. With each caress, I felt the pangs in my heart dull just a little. You're just saying that. I felt like a mess. I still feel like a mess. I would have stopped you if I thought that was the case. You think I'd let you break a child's heart? I don't know, maybe. You mean even more than I already have? You were very kind. That poor child. As I said those words, I could feel my sadness transforming into something darker. I want to burn down those sham hospitals. Truly. He sighed and pat my shoulder while I was wondering where one could buy supplies to do such a thing. You just need a match. Wait, are you serious? Yes. Such despicable people. I can't bear it. How can they get away with this? I understand exactly how you feel, but we can't do anything of that sort. Why? Because it's a sin? Because it is not our place. You and me, we guide people to their destinations after death. We are not allowed to interfere. I'm not interfering, I'm just making the world a better place. What happens after you burn it down? How many people would die? They let that child suffer! What does it matter? If I have to serve my sentence here because I enabled my friend, then why should those people live? They enabled a child to die! What's the difference? They have circumstances? So did I! But I'm still here, aren't I? No matter what I did, this is my life now. No matter what happened, I was fated to execution, and now punishment. Lily, listen. When I tell you we cannot, I mean that we are powerless. If beings like you and I step out of bounds, the consequences will be dire. Not only for you and I, but for all the others as well. Is there nothing I can do? These people have innocent families. Families that cannot survive without the people you wish to harm. Sometimes, we can't do anything. I hate it. I know. I do as well. But I'll make a strong recommendation that they all go to hell when the time comes. Unless their souls were collected already. Which is one of the reasons why we cannot interfere with things that have already passed. I don't understand why this child had to wait longer than those that have wronged him. Because the best souls are the ones that bear the most patience. It is the evildoers we must punish quickly. I suppose. I didn't wish to speak any longer. I wasn't angry at Valafar. I was angry at the world. Myself for still not being able to do anything. In life, I was trying to work towards something better. But in death, my only role was to be a witness and a facilitator. While I had been enjoying my time here, I remember now that this truly was a punishment for me. How did everyone else live like this the rest of the time? Why did Valafar volunteer for this? How can you willingly do this job? He took a sharp intake of breath, his usually smooth face quirked in surprise. It was a bold question. The silence that followed had me expect to be reprimanded. But instead, he answered with patience and a melancholic air that almost made me regret asking.
Because I'd rather be here than live amongst the people who commit such terrible acts.
So he's supposed to go to hell? I didn't understand it, but I would keep those feelings to myself. I didn't know how much time had passed. Valafar continued to give me his silent solace. The young boy finally returned and smiled, simply as if he was saying goodbye before going to school for the day. I prayed that time would pass in a blink for him, so that he could be with his family that much faster. Are you ready to come with us? I'll try not to burst into tears. I held out a hand for him to take. His little fingers curled against mine, and only carved out deeper holes in my heart. This is pretty. I was allowed to see just the outskirts of heaven. They wouldn't allow me into the reception area. I was allowed up to the walkway before the guard pointed a spear in my direction. Oh my god, hi, Amumoth! Lots of hydration just for you, and thank you for the head pats. I hope you're doing well, and welcome in. My apologies.
My job would be easier if they let me in.
The guard said nothing. You can go wait in the lounge for me. I'll show you how to submit your report. It is quite simple. Technology really is a marvel. I see. Well, little Timmy! I wish we had met under better circumstances. You are a kind child. May heaven grant you what our home could not. You too, nice lady. Will I see you again? Who knows? Maybe you might. Although they won't let me in here, maybe you can visit me one day. He smiled brightly and shook my hand heartily. It's been a while since I got to talk to someone like this. Thanks for bringing me here. I'll name one of the cats after you. Aw, Timmy. I'm truly honored. That was all I could say before my throat clogged up. Ah, the waterworks really were coming. I bid goodbye with one last shaky wave and scurried back to the office. I hid my face until I made it here. The door slammed a bit too loudly behind me, but I didn't care, as long as no one had noticed. I saw this lady and immediately thought about that new anime. Oh, may I ask for one simple favor? Where she just goes around beating everybody up like an absolute girl boss. Oh my god. Slay. Man, I need to watch that. Kicking butt and taking names, damn right. I sank into the couch and buried my face into the softest looking cushion that laying beside me. I hate this! I realized that complaining into a pillow was not the most professional thing to do, but most professions didn't involve much emotional damage, did they? It's good, I recommend so far. I might honestly wait for that one to finish before starting it up and then going through it. Because, goddamn, my fucking watch list is so insanely long. Like, truly, it is incredible. I have so much on there. The complaining didn't seem to help much. Maybe I'll go get some fresh air. Now that I knew how to work my device, I could come back quickly if Valafar was looking for me. I hope no one sees me. I wanted to be by myself for a while. Watching nearly every new anime on Crunchyroll and High Dive. Okay, so there's one new anime that I've started, and it's the one with the blue wolf man. And holy hell. Ooh, I did not expect that to be that steamy, but I am not complaining. And then there's one that I want to start that's like a time loop situation, but it's like Among Us, only you get stuck in a time loop and the killer, the imposter, the killer changes with every new reset. Yes, Nosha. I want to start that one. But oh god, I feel like coming in at 2 episodes is just like far too soon because then I have to wait for it. You have a game for it too? I believe it. That would be such a great game to play. Wait, hold up. I still have Steam up. Just gonna make my wish list grow even longer. Oh, hey, what do you know? It's already on my wish list. Good old, let's see, it's $24.99. The art is absolutely insane. Holy shit. I will not be able to get it right now. Ooh, that is a little concerning though. All of the dialogue looks to be in Japanese. And while I can do the hiragana, doko ni something something shimaska, I won't know what that means. Among Us the anime, right? Ah. Think it has English translations? God, the description is in English. I might have to actually just like get the game and see. Oh wait, no, languages, English. It's English interfaces. English or language interface, not English interface. It's language interface. It supports English, simplified Chinese, and Japanese, so that's good. Okay. I will play that one day eventually, but I also have like 200 games already in my library and then almost 1,200 on my wish list that I need to get through, so who knows when we'll actually get there. Ah. Anyways. Yeah, there's a lot of games I want to play. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. Gamer moment. Oh my god. Oh god. I don't even. I scroll through the front page of Steam sometimes, and I just start clicking anything that looks interesting and adding it to my wish list. It's yeah. Hell, I got the fucking RPG Maker application saved to my wish list, and I don't even make games, but I just have them there as like a you know what? Maybe one day we will like, I don't know, download one of these and see what happens. Like, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like years in the making. Anyways, I was embarrassed about how strongly I felt and how poorly I probably looked. I knew they'd all be kind and try to comfort me, but that just made me feel worse. I felt like I relied too much on these men. I started walking out on my own, but I don't know where I am. I figured I could retrace my steps, but had no idea of little else. Instead of feeling anxious, though, I yearned to explore the place more. It was a bit quiet, not having anyone to guide me today. Nonetheless, I enjoyed the freedom I had from my little excursion. Since my phone had yet to ping, I kept wandering further than I had intended to. The streets were similar to the ones in the modern world. I had seen some of these views from the car every day, but it's the first time I walked here myself. Achiri! Thanks for the trash! I appreciate it! It scared the crap out of me. Thank you for that. Hey. There's a little cat in front of me. Not what you expected. What, did you expect me to turn into a raccoon or something? No. You just threw trash on me. Literal trash. There's a little cat. How precious. Here, let me pet you. Gave me a scornful look and traipsed into the alleyway. Something raccoon related? That's fair. If you want raccoon related, those trash assets are all ones designed after the ones in Honkai Star Rail. So just pretend I became stealth for a second. Come back, just one pet. I followed after it quickly and crouched down. My skirt really needs a good wash after today. I felt a little stupid, but I hopped forward as the cat continued to saunter into the shadows. We're gonna get fucking killed. Come here. I wiggled my fingers in what I hoped was an inviting gesture. I'm fine to get chopped at this rate.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Who are you and why are you pretty and an elf? Oh my god, is the cat speaking? No, just a very, very pretty man. I do play Blue Protocol. Oh my god, yeah. I've seen it around. I have yet to download and play it. And I don't know if I really want to. Mostly because I think they keep using Shy Lily in their ads on TikTok, and I can't be sure that's legit. So, yeah. Fun MMO. Oh, now that's a dude. That is a pretty boy. And, we all know what you do with pretty boys, yeah. I fell right onto my bottom in shock.
Why are you yelling?
But why are you scaring me? Wait, did he just scream in response? I looked up to see that it was, indeed, a person speaking instead of a cat. Shit, I didn't think anyone would be here but the cat! For the record, I normally would never go into dark alleys alone, but I figured it's here. I don't swing that way, but sometimes I question myself. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. I swing any way that's pretty and slightly twinkish. And then some. I have issues that we are not going to talk about. Oh my god, I cannot reveal too much of myself on stream. Oh my god. Let's just say I have a simp channel for a reason. Okay, you might be onto something, right? There is something about tweakish men that makes me just want to slap a collar on him and slap him down a little bit. Is that so wrong? Nope, valid. Okay, cool. I'm glad you think so. That puts my mind at ease. Oh my god. Also, Cam, valid. Why are you? I'll do you better. What are you? Where did the kitty go? A bored meow rang out from behind the frightened man.
Kitty!
Aww. Oh my
Come here.
god. The little brat had it up to me, finally, and I gingerly scratched behind its ear. Now, I'm gonna sit in the corner and poke at it roly-poly with a stick. What, you gonna go grow some mushrooms? Pull a Tamaki? So soft! The fur under my fingers was unbelievably soft, and its warmth called for my hand to continue giving it scritches. This is just what I had needed after the emotional damage. It was therapeutic. Can I take it home? Probably not, but we can certainly try. Aren't you a good girl? Honey, you might have just misgendered the cat. Not participating in a summoning ritual right now. Oh, totally. Can I join? Like, can I, totally not join? That sounds like fun. A good boy? Oh my god, we literally misgendered the cat. I took his silence as confirmation. Oh my god. Why are you letting her pet you?
You should leave, right now.
Why? Perhaps he was attempting to be threatening, but I just wanted to pinch his cheeks. I'll do you one thing! I want to put him on a He stomped his foot for good measure, and I averted my face to hide a giggle. Yeah, you can totally not join. Yay! Can I, totally not be the sacrifice? For, funsies? Don't worry, I promise I don't die. Why should I? This is our alley. Your alley? You own this alley? It appears to be public property. Did Stasis have a homelessness problem? I naively assumed that all beings here would be taken care of. You seemed much too old to be a teen with a rebellious streak. Ugh. What's this kitty's name? Diagonal Alley, yes! It's, The kitty hissed. The cat does not want its name to be revealed. It's just Kitty. I'll call you Mr. Kitty. Meow. It seemed favorable enough for him for he leapt up and onto my shoulder. Huh. You're higher than I thought you would be. Or maybe I'm stronger as a Reaper now? Were you a human before? So he's totally an angel, right? Either that or Fae actually exist in this world. That would be something. My eyes shifted from side to side as he spoke, and he kept his arms around himself, but his eyes trained on my face. He was like a kitten himself, feral and unsure whether to trust me. I think I'm pretty trustworthy, though. Oh, I summoned an elf. An elf, you say? Please do go on. Well, that's right. I recently became a Reaper. Oh. He nodded as though something dawned on him. Initially, it felt as though he was trying to be aggressive, but now I could see curiosity in his eyes. I must hide them. Wait, no, don't hide the elf. I promise I'll treat them with love and respect. I just might also spank them a bit. Only when they're being naughty. And if they consent. I promise, I respect boundaries still. Do you like it? Being a Reaper? The question was a punch to the gut. Bitch, it's been like a week and a half. I thought I did. But that was before I actually had to do any Reaper work. What did I expect? That I get to train, eat good food, and hang out with the guys every day? I can understand why the people around me were so jaded. I should be, too, considering everything that brought me here. It was probably just a casual question. I had the need to offload my feelings, though, and this bristling stranger would have to deal with them. I hate bearing witness to tragedy. I hate being unable to do anything. I hate that my hands are tied, and I'm told that this is just how it is. Shh, moon moth. Just sit there and look pretty, or handsome, or ethereal and glorious of an individual. Don't question my logic. Tied hands. Oh, well, actually, wait, no, now that you mention it. So, I happen to have this, like, handy piece of rope that I totally don't need to do anything with. I'm just saying. Sir, your hands are already clasped together. Do you mind if I just kind of, like, wrap it around a little bit? Like, do some knots and stuff, and, yeah. Anyways. Alright, that's all you. That's all you. I'll just stand here facing the road. Nothing to see here. Wait, hold up. Hey Moon. What are your pronouns? Out of curiosity. Just, for no reason in particular. Just so I can phrase something correctly for, no particular reason. I promise. That's a good question. Oh. Oh boy. I mean, I can also just either works. He, her. Oh, okay. Oh shit, now I decide whether or not to call. I don't know. Oh, shit. I was gonna call you a good girl, good boy, but you know what? I think I'll just have to settle with. That's a good moon. How's that? Does that work? Her, if that helps? You know what? I'm gonna just. For all currently watching audiences, this is turned into an absolute dumpster fire as I try to figure out what to do. I'm gonna go ahead and go. That's a good girl / boy / they them / moon / whatever your gender preferences happen to be. I don't know. I'm floundering here. It feels similar to my human life. This went downhill real fast. I'm just gonna shut my mouth now. He pondered this for some time and scratched his chin. To my surprise, he perched on a dusty crate, and the cat leapt from my shoulder and onto his head. Bit of an oddity, I don't really know myself that well. You know what? That is perfectly fine and valid. Gender is such a broad spectrum that, like, you know, it can be difficult to figure out sometimes. I question my own gender frequently. Not in the sense of, like, transitioning or something like that, but it's more so I'm very, like, I think the best term for it is gender apathetic. So particularly when it comes to how people refer to me, I don't really care. I think of myself more so on the feminine side, just with, like, appearance and all that, but, like, I don't know. If you want to call me a dude for whatever reason, I don't care. Go ahead and do it. Call me a girl, sure. They, them, cool. Let's fucking go. Yeah, it's a lot to think about sometimes, you know? Boop. How so? Well, today I had my first reaping. I had to take a little boy to heaven. Isn't it good he went to heaven? Well, yeah, but he's a child. Yes, but he shouldn't have died in the first place. I wanted to punish the horrible people who did that to him. But I can't, and I hate it. Sorry for unloading this all on you. It's best you forget about that kind of thing. His brows furrowed in earnest concern, and something dark passed over his eyes. The stranger's words were spoken in an unexpectedly sage-like manner. Oh, he's absolutely an angel.
It won't do you any good to think about it. Go back to where you came from.
Excuse you? With a melancholy sigh, he waved me off. What do you mean, go back to where I came from? I can't! I died! I was in limbo! I huffed at the man, and he returned a frustrated sputter. Both of us had our hands on our hips, while Mr. Kitty sat in the middle and looked at both of us to and fro. If anyone were to walk in here, it would look utterly ridiculous.
I mean, just go back to your Reaper friends. Live like they tell you to. Don't ask too many questions.
Okay, damn! You're kind of rude. The urgent tone piqued my curiosity. What had happened to this guy? What about you? Why are you here? Are you a Reaper? A human? He's an angel. I peered into his face, trying to get a read on him. He flinched and hopped off of his seat, shoes thudding as they hit the crates. I have some friends who use he and some who use her since I play female characters in roleplay games, but don't exactly present as anything out of video games, so most just identify me from my voice, and I roll with them calling me he if they know me from other games. Gotcha! Okay. I try to do my best to ask for pronouns first, but I'll admit sometimes I have a hard time remembering, or I do fall into the habit of,
I'm someone that you should forget about. Don't tell anyone about me. Please.
I didn't mean to click, but anyways, here we are. Sometimes I do just forget or go based off of voice, and if I end up being wrong, you know, I try to do my best to correct it, you know? You know, like, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. And also, like, use they, them if you prefer. That's usually what I tend to default to if I'm not positive until I find out. Or just alternate. I could just call you Moon, like, whatever you'd like. I shall do my best to remember and adhere to it. Don't have a firm answer anymore? That is completely and totally valid. Moon is fine? Kill. Oh shit, that's gonna get confusing when another Moon comes in here. Ah, he's barely here anyways, it doesn't matter. He mumbled the last bit, his cheeks still flushed pink. Then he whipped around and waggled his finger in what I presume meant to be a threatening gesture. Moony is good too? Ooh, okay, I kind of like Moony. We'll see, I'll call you Moon when he isn't here, but I might call you Moony when other Moon is here. How's that sound? Either that or I revert to Moon 1 and Moon 2. I poked his finger with mine and he glared. No, pouted. Oh, yeah, that sounds like something I'd do. I can't take him seriously. He's too cute. He is. Absolutely adorable. I mean it. I do, okay? Why not? My friends are nice. He squinted at me with a look that read, "Are you serious?" How long have you been a Reaper again? A week. I felt a bit embarrassed to answer, so I decided to stare fixatedly at my shoes while the cat batted at my heel. A week? You met them only a week ago! But Kame and the rest are really kind. Ugh. He flinched as I said Kame. Do they have bad blood? Look, I don't get along with Reapers. I know an angel too.
Okay. I don't get along with anyone. So please, just let me be.
Right, I know
You really
Reapers.
are so nitpicky.
I know Reapers, I know angels, I know demons. Get wrecked. And, put this on for me, would you? Am I really? Oh god, was I being like Orias? I need to spend less time around him. Pretty sure I confused someone I met recently when I said I don't really care what they call me when asked. If. Oof. I can... Okay, full, like, disclosure, I can understand that a bit in that I try to be really careful with a person's pronouns. James, go away. You saw nothing. When someone says any, it feels weird to just start throwing out she and he in the same sentence. From a personal perspective. Because it feels like I don't know, it feels like I might end up getting something wrong. Like, suddenly I'm gonna say she and they're gonna be like, no, it's he! Or I'm gonna say he and it's gonna be like, no, it's she! So I tend to revert to they, them. And so I can definitely see how it can be a little bit confusing. I know I definitely get a little bit flustered sometimes, but I try to do my best and go with the flow and whatever makes the person most comfortable, you know? And yes, hi James. How is stream? I think he should be grateful to have a visitor, though. It seems lonely here. I mean, he does have the cat. I get that. I usually give them an answer that best helps given a certain environment. That's fair, I suppose. Yeah. Rough, a lot of sweaty try-hard killers. Ugh, I mean, you kind of do that to yourself by playing DBD. Not gonna lie, James. Alright, it was nice to meet you.
Lucian.
Lucian! That sounds like a very nice name. Very, very leashable. Anyways. For someone so on guard, you revealed that too easily. It must be a fake name. Not that there's any point in arguing with him. Lucian, I'm Lily. I curtsied, and he shuffled his foot awkwardly, unsure whether to return the gesture or not. DBD is like an addiction I can't put down. Well, you see, here's this handy little thing you can do. What you do is you go on Steam, and you go to your library, and you find Dead by Daylight, and then you click it, and then you go to this little gear icon on the right-hand side, and you click that, scroll down to Manage, and under Manage, second one from the bottom is this handy little button called Uninstall. And, yeah, then you're all done and good to go. Does it work? I would reinstall it later. Yes, but then you have to wait for it to download, and then while you're waiting for it to download, you can think about the consequences of your actions and whether or not it's worth it. He decided against it and settled for a friendly nod. We had come a long way from yelling at each other in just one meeting. Nope, quick download. Well, call me and I will spray you. How's that sound? Be careful, Lily. I'll do my best. See you, Lucian and Mr. Kitty. I bent down for one last scritch and decided to meander back to work before they noticed my absence. Oh, girl, you're probably long since noticed.
Hey, come back! Or don't. No, don't come back.
Oh my god. He's giving submissive and breedable, and I love it. Spray bottle locked and loaded? You're damn right. Wildflower still hadn't called, and I grew worried. Did something happen to delay him for so long? Perhaps I should have stayed with him, although I didn't think anything could go awry in such a holy place. Shit! Fuck you, James. Just as I was about to call him, he rang my phone. Speak of the devil, or Reaper. Valafar, are you alright? Sorry for keeping you waiting so long. I was called away urgently to take care of something, but I can't seem to find you. Oh, I had gone out for a walk. I'll be right back. Shh, I don't know what you... Oh, I'm frozen. You redeemed the simp alert, and VTube Studios had to process that for a second. Oh no, will I get in trouble? They'll let me have lunch even if I get in trouble, right? Oh, food. Despite the flutter of excitement in my tummy from meeting a new person, my appetite had returned. With a lot to think about, and a new secret in my heart, I hurried back to work in hopes that there would be food left for me. Oh my god, it's all the men. Hi. Hello. So, that was the first time you'd gone out on your own. I was not good at keeping secrets. I was sweating like a sinner in church. Thankfully, not literally. I might as well have been soaked in sweat. Yeah, we got both the demons here and one Reaper. Unfortunately, these damned men were shrewd, perceptive to a fault. Nary a twitch of my finger nor a jerk of my leg went unnoticed. I decided to sit on my hands, which, perhaps, only made it worse. I wanted some fresh air. By the time I returned to the office, caught up with Valafar and submitted my report, technology was still more difficult than expected. It had been time to return. The others were quite shocked that I had made my own excursion, considering how nervous I had been since my arrival, and I had been fielding their questions until now.
You went quite a way for fresh air.
I needed a lot of fresh air.
What was he, an inquisitor? I was sitting in the armchair, which made it easier for the men to interrogate me from either side. Oh, hey, they can interrogate me from either side if they wanted to. I mean, what? Despite sitting on the most lush of cushions, their eagle eyes made me squirm uncomfortably. I was prey, caught in their trap. I couldn't bear to look at them. That would only make me appear all the more guilty. Did something happen while you were gone? You should have called one of us to go with you. I want to keep bothering you all. I looked around, seeking a lifeline, and Valafar came to my rescue. Though he quirked an inquisitive eyebrow, he mercifully did not question me further. Sayer was none the wiser to my dilemma, lost in his own thoughts as usual. I am sorry your first reaping was under such a sad circumstance. It is my responsibility to ease you into this life, and I failed you. Don't be ridiculous. She has to know what it's like. Arias is right, as much as I hate to say it. Excuse me? What's wrong with admitting I'm right? His eyes burned to the top of my skull, and I cleared my throat before continuing, and successfully ignoring his offended scoff. You didn't fail me. Sayer shook his head, and pursed his lips in a rare show of reproach. There is no point in throwing her to the fire. Well, Arias threw me to the fire on the first day. So... I grinned at him, and Arias rolled his eyes. His eyes are gonna get stuck like that one day. Ayy.
For the last time, I was not sending you to hell. Let it go.
Oh, you are totally sending me to hell. I stuck my tongue out at him. Forgive me. I had seen you run past me, but I wasn't able to come find you right away. No, Sayer, I was being silly.
Aw, you must have been really shaken.
The first reaping isn't easy. I took her for a particularly difficult one. While he was always so resolute, he slumped his head against his hand and sighed heavily. His usual repose slipped into something a little more vulnerable. Even someone like Valafar could be tired. It was my fault. In any case, it was a learning experience. I figured you would be the best partner to have for a first time. Ayo. I still believe in that. And Lily, not all deaths are sad. Really? There are many people who are content to die. Welcome it, even, after a long and fulfilling life. Those are the best. The best deaths. The best deaths. Of course, some of those happy people also go to hell. Bad people also die happy. He pointed this out quite proudly. Zayfan reached over and shook him, and the poor angel was left looking bewildered. Oh, honey. Yes, there Sayir. And you all bold of you to assume that would work. And you call me tactless. Oh, Sayir. While they scolded him, I burst into laughter. I doubled over and couldn't stop giggling. Tears of mirth fell from my eyes. Honey. I didn't have to look to see that they thought I'd gone mad. Perhaps I had. Even I'm agreeing. But Sayir's innocent bluntness was just what I needed to relieve the coil of stress that weighed down my gut. What did I say? Zayfan joined in my chuckles, and the room filled with laughter, even from Arias. Bad people die happy, but they go to hell right after. I do not understand. Why are you all laughing? You're cute, Sayir. Sayir beamed. Aww! He's not cute, he's just stupid. No need to be so sour. Aw, are you jealous? It's okay, I got plenty of leashes for all of you. Shut up. Well, then if you're gonna be so mature, I won't talk to you. Anyways, Balafar, what did you have to go and do? I realize I haven't been able to ask you yet. I cut off Arias before he could retort. It felt good. I'd called him in for a favor. What's the favor for?
My, you're quite tenacious.
I'm just curious. God, sue me. Oh, thank you. I put a hand to my cheek, pleased by his compliment. That means you need to mind your own business. Oh. Now, Arias. It's nothing so secretive. I just think today isn't a good time to tell you, that is all. Oh, yes. She'll be frightened if you tell her about the malevolence, the what? Sayir! My word, you cannot keep a secret in the world. He is a pure boy. Leave him alone. Thank you, Sayir. I whispered and winked at him, and he flushed happily, obliviously blithe to the glares pointed his way. Oh my god. So, obviously, we're leashing all of the angels. For no reason in any particular... I don't know what you're fucking talking about. That comes after I leash them. What are the malevolence? Came sure to look with each of the others. Took a sip from his glass. I noted it was a purple drink today, and finally looked back at me. I shall give you the short of it. Would that do? Yes, please. I nodded eagerly. Don't come crying to us should you have nightmares.
You can come to me.
We're gonna talk about coming. It's cool that I combine. Yeah. Oh, but I can. Ouch! Oh, Sayir, oh, honey, you're so adorable. While Arias, Zaypan, and Sayir had their little tiff, I turned my full attention to Kame. I will not spam though, don't worry. I appreciate that. I've had some people who go absolutely buck wild with it. They are spirits that are malcontent. They are beings that are dangerous that need to be taken down quickly. Hence the scythe. We have been seeing them more frequently. Therefore, we need to eliminate them before they hurt you or anyone else. Oh, that does sound scary. We have a handle on it, although you mustn't slack on your own training. Yes, I'd like to take a break and let you do some of the heavy lifting. I shall make no promises. May I have another refill, Kame?
Anytime. May your dreams remain as sweet as this drink.
Aww, honey. Well, I smiled. I didn't realize then that I had yet to have a single dream since I'd arrived. But I had a lot on my plate. After all, I had to power up and learn to beat up evil spirits. Before they could eat me, I mean, so that I could be a bigger help. Oop. The next few days had gone as normal. Well, as normal as they could, as I adjusted to a supernatural world. I'd gone on reapings with each of the guys, but one day I found myself on lunch break without anyone to share it with. I do spam then on my friend's streams, but he usually plays games that don't require reading or much story focus. I play those every once in a while. I used to play a lot more multiplayer games with friends, but I've been on a story-driven kick for a while now. Just kind of how the cookie crumbled, I guess. Or something of that account. I also started working a full-time job, and now when I'm off of work, I'm set a time when nobody is available. So there's that too. Yeah. Even Lilia had gone off somewhere. I assumed it was the human world for Boba. Ah, yes. I wish she invited me. I hope she brings me back something at least. Cookie where? Oh. I don't remember mentioning cookies. Did I mention cookies? Oh shit. I thought going to the human world was only for special occasions, but she had been the one to teach me otherwise. Frequently, she'd come like a whirlwind and whisk me away for some treat or another. At first, I was afraid she wouldn't like me much, but she treated me like an old friend. It was nice being with another girl, I found myself thinking, but today even her desk was empty. Maybe I can take another walk by myself? I bought 2 sandwiches in the canteen. There was one person I thought I could share lunch with, and I made my purchase with him in mind. Oh, are we going back to the alley? Although I suspected my company wouldn't be very welcome. Hi! Well, he said he owned the alley. I didn't think he meant it. He was there again. Was he what they would call a delinquent? An even more unwelcome sight was his little cat. Oh, an even more welcome sight. So that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh, shit, I did say that. Have I mentioned that I have, like, a horrible memory? It is the boy again. Mr. Kitty! I reached out a hand for him to sniff, and he nuzzled against my palm immediately. Lucian stared at us in disbelief. You again? Hello to you too. Yes. Hello. I thought I told you to go back to your reapers. I did, and I came back here today. I even got you lunch. I handed one of the sandwiches to Lucian and took some turkey out of mine for the cat to take. He wrinkled his nose after finishing his portion and jumped up to take a bite out of Lucian's sandwich. I have bad memory too, but that's due to brain fog of vaping. Don't vape, kids. Ugh. Mine's just due to that neurospiciness, you know? You gotta love the ADHD life. Hey, this one is mine! The cat hissed at him, and Lucian begrudgingly gave him some more. You can have some for me. I tore apart of my sandwich, and Mr. Kitty stole the piece in one bite. Oof. Wow, you really enjoy this, huh? I shall bring more with me next time. Next time? He spoke mid-bite, and his words were all muffled. His cheeks puffed out cutely, like a chipmunk. Egg Sammys. See, I boiled a bunch of eggs to make egg salad sandwiches, and I got enough for like one batch. And then I accidentally left like the other like 6 or so on the counter while I was at work, so then I tossed them for fear of salmonella. It was great! The desire to poke his cheeks grew more intensely by the day. I'd eat it anyways. Dude, I do not want to risk salmonella. I need my paychecks. Who said you could come back? But you took my offering. Why can't I come? Don't you have your own friends? Yes, but they're all busy. I can always make more. Well, I didn't accept it. But you accepted the sandwich.
I can cough it back up.
Oh, honey, you are adorable. So he had said, but he just couldn't resist taking another bite of the sandwich. Since then, I'd come by to visit whenever I had a break. I felt guilty, of course. I hated keeping secrets from the people who had been caring for me. But Lucian had insisted I couldn't tell a single soul about him, and he was harmless to me, so... What was one little secret? Watch him be like an archangel or something. I've had chicken like 5 hours after it's been out but covered. Oh, hun. Oh, I am impressed but also concerned. With each visit over the next few weeks, I'd grown more and more comfortable in venting to him what I was afraid to burden the others with. How's reaping coming along? Still the bane of your existence? It's my entire existence, so yes. It's still not pleasant. I finally had to take someone to hell the other day. And how was that? Harder than I thought it would be. Earlier that week. Time skip. Time skip that I think I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to save on. And I will pick this up some other time because as much as I would enjoy keeping going, I think we still have quite a bit left to this game, and you know, it seems to be a very long demo. And it is like almost 10, and I would like to think about getting some sleep here pretty soon. Also, my voice is starting to go on me. So there's that too. So I think that was still like about a solid 45 minutes to an hour of content. So yeah, lots of leashable moments. Absolutely, 100%, totally. But yeah. So anyways, tomorrow I am finally gonna be playing Silent Hill F, and if I happen to have the time, I might even start it a little bit early to make up for the fact that I wasn't able to get to it last week. Because I know everything has been like an absolute blur. I do not yet have a schedule planned out for next week. That is something that I will take care of tomorrow. All I know is that on the 30th, I will be joining good old Shinobi once again for a Lethal Company stream. So that will be on a Thursday. Friday is Halloween. I don't really have any Halloween plans. I know I'm doing stuff at work. I get to dress up for work, actually. It's gonna be great. I'm dressed up as like the alternate universe Powder from Arcane during the party scene. So it's like her little white outfit, and like I should probably take some time this weekend to figure out the wig situation because that's gonna be fun. Totally not gonna go to the business district with all the government buildings and shit and just have bright blue hair and dress like a fucking adult cartoon character because yeah, League of Legends in an office building, that is a thing I shall be doing. On the bright side, I won't look too weird on the public transit line. Oh my god, but yeah, Halloween. Maybe I'll do something spooky on here if it's worthwhile. I don't have a ton of spooky games, but I can like see what I can pull up. Yeah, otherwise my schedule's kind of like empty. We'll figure it out. But in any case, I do want to, of course, thank you all so much for joining me. I do love and appreciate y'all so very, very much. I, of course, hope y'all have a wonderfully demonic rest of your days and or nights. And I will catch you all later, okay? Have a good night, Moon, and everybody else.